Welcome back to my channel. I'm Traven, and in today's video we're talking all about bookmarks with the Hold My Place book tag. This is a tag that I saw making the rounds, I think, early this year, maybe late last year, and put together everything I needed to record it, and then lost one of my bookmarks, one that I really wanted to discuss. Found the bookmark I was missing, and we're going to go through the tag, talk about my bookmark collection. Question number one is, do you know how many bookmarks you have? And the answer to that is no. I have no idea. It's not something I really keep track of. I get at least one a month from the Fairy Loot boxes, and then of course my kids pick up bookmarks, my wife has bookmarks, I have bookmarks, and so pretty much every room in the house has some stack of bookmarks somewhere that we can use. Which is convenient because my kids are starting to get into chapter books, so we frequently need a bookmark, and I'm reading 2 or 3 things at a time, so it's really useful to have them, but I do not keep track of how many I have. Question number 2 is, which bookmarks do you like using the most? And for me, it is the bookmarks that came with the Secret Project Kickstarters from Brandon Sanderson. They're nice and solid, and they're gorgeous artwork from the various books. My absolute favorite comes from Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. It's the one I'm currently using as I'm reading through my current read of No One, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I love the art here. It has that very Japanese style to it with the sakura blossoms. This is probably my #1 most used bookmark. Show off a bookmark that was given as a gift. For that is the one that I had misplaced for a very long time, which is this one right here. Now this might not seem like much. It is really just a laminated piece of paper, but this is a bookmark that I received from a student while I was working abroad in Japan. So this is from one of my special needs classes. I would go in there not very often, maybe once or twice a month, to do little things with them. And one of the students there made this for me and gave it to me as a gift during Tanabata. So it's something that I have held on to for a number of years. As much as I can be sentimental about bookmarks, this is probably the one with the most sentimental value for me. Show off something that is not meant to be a bookmark, but you use as a bookmark anyway. And this could be any number of things. I've used receipts as bookmarks. I've used just scraps of paper. I've used other books as bookmarks. But what I have is just a playing card. So in those playing card packs, you get the little extra card with just the art on it. So I've used this as a bookmark before. That's the one I wanted to show off for this prompt. Show off a bookmark that is promoting a bookstore. We occasionally get up to my wife's family up in Idaho, and in Bonner's Ferry there is a bookstore called Bonner's Books that we have a couple of different bookmarks from. This is one of those little mom and pop, local bookstores that have cats and dogs just lying around, hanging out, and so they've, incorporated that into their bookmarks as well. So probably going to go up there again this summer. So I'll probably stop by Bonner's Books. Maybe I'll grab another one of the bookmarks. A bookmark that holds your place via magnets. So we got these with the Japanese symbols and the translation below it. I can't remember where we picked these up. I want to say it was a Barnes & Noble or a Borders. But we have a whole set of these tiny little magnet clips. Fairy Loot tends to package these as well. So we've got some here from A Deadly Education that are magnets that can snap onto the pages. A little paper they came on to clip them to so they don't get lost in the shuffle. Show off a bookmark with your name or initials. So here is a bookmark that my wife got me for my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. which just says Traben's Tomes. I don't use this very frequently. It's fairly thick. I have it on display on one of my shelves. Next question is, do you have any special purpose bookmarks? And I can't think of any that we have offhand. I'm not quite sure what that is referencing, but no, all of our bookmarks are fairly normal as bookmarks go. The next question is, are there any types of bookmarks that you don't like? I'm not a huge fan of just the like ribbon bookmarks or like the cloth ones. Only times I'll use the ribbon ones are when the book or the notebook has them built in. I find that useful, but I don't just buy the like floppy ribbon bookmarks. I don't really care for those. Next is, do you use anything unusual as a bookmark? And I feel like this was already answered in a previous question. So of course, like if there's nothing around, then I've grabbed all kinds of things to use as a bookmark. I honestly don't know if that's considered unusual. Like I'm sure there's plenty of people who use receipts or scraps of paper or just whatever is handy nearby as a bookmark. I can't think of anything truly outlandish I've used as a bookmark. So unsure on that one. Are there any types of bookmarks you don't own but you would like to? The only thing that's a bookmark that I've been interested in that I haven't acquired yet is there is a tabletop role-playing game that is a bookmark. The entirety of the rules are on the bookmark, and it has to do with reading. It's very light rules-wise. It's very like esoteric and a very loose narrative. But it looks like fun. At some point I should do it and make a video of it. It'll be interesting. But that's the only bookmark that I can think of that I don't have that I would want to acquire. Next is, if you use an e-reader, are you happy with the e-reader system and the way that it dealt with bookmarks? I don't read a lot of books on our Kindle, but we do have one, and I did read one book, Mushroom Blues, off of it because the ebook I think was available before the physical books were available, and so I liked it. I thought it worked well. I remember the system being pretty straightforward. The highlighting system as well was very nice because you could make little notes and then you could scroll based on your notes. So I felt like it was effective. And the last question is, are you happy with the way that audiobooks utilize bookmarks? The most common places I listen to audiobooks are Libby and Spotify, now that Spotify is doing audiobooks. And honestly, neither one of those systems is very good. I'm not even sure that Spotify has anything to bookmark your place other than just like pausing there. Libby has a little bit where it will remember your last place, but if you're trying to find where you left off or you're trying to find a certain point, it's very difficult for me to navigate that. So I don't feel like that one is very effective. Not particularly happy with my audiobook bookmark features. So now we got to tag some people. I'm going to tag my wife over at Amanda Should Be Reading. I'm going to tag the Astral Library, and I'm going to tag Disquiet and Dragons if they haven't already done this one, because I think they'd have some really interesting ideas. And that's going to do it for our video today. Thanks again for coming by and hanging out with me. As always, I hope your reading journey is going well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow this corner of our BookTube community. Put down in the comments your bookmark things. What are your favorite bookmarks? Do you have one that stands out to you? Is there anything unusual you use as a bookmark? Let me know down in the comments below. Start a conversation. And until the next one, take care.